The unexpected freedom of unplanning your future theme. Letting go of rigid life plans to embrace spontaneity, presence, and personal liberation. What if the secret to your happiest future isn't meticulous planning, but letting go of all control? We've been taught to map out every step, but what if true freedom, serenity, and incredible opportunities only emerge when you ditch the roadmap? Feeling crushed by the pressure to have your entire life figured out? Imagine shedding that burden and discovering peace instead. In this video, we're exploring how unplanning your future might be the most freeing thing you ever do. Forget everything you think you know about building a successful life. What if the most empowering thing you can do is nothing? Let's explore the unexpected freedom of unplanning your future. We grow up with this invisible stopwatch ticking in our heads. By your early 20s, you're supposed to know your career path. By 25, have a stable job. By 30, buy a house. By 35, climb the ladder. And by 40, what? Be done? This rigid timeline is sold as success, but for many, it becomes a silent source of anxiety. Planning can be useful, yes, but here's the truth no one says out loud. Life rarely follows our plans. Unexpected layoffs, changing passions, global crises, illness, new opportunities you never saw coming. All these things can unravel even the most detailed 5-year plan in an instant. And when you cling too tightly to your plan, you don't just suffer stress and fear of failure, you risk missing the opportunities waiting just outside your tunnel vision. So let's challenge this illusion. Control is comforting, but it's often an illusion. And chasing control at all costs can rob you of the life you were meant to experience. Here's the shift. What if you stopped trying to predict the future and started fully living the present? Unplanning isn't about being careless, it's about being available to what's happening right now. Imagine this. Instead of obsessing over where you should be 5 years from now, you put that energy into fully showing up where you are today, meeting new people, experimenting with new skills, saying yes to something spontaneous. This is how hidden doors appear. Maybe you join a hobby group on a whim and meet someone who changes your life. Maybe you take on a small project, just for fun, and it becomes your new career. Maybe pausing your plan creates space for a dream you didn't even know you had. Living in the present isn't drifting, it's being responsive to life as it unfolds. And that responsiveness is where real self-discovery begins. Some of the best things in life aren't planned, they're stumbled into. Think about it. The friends who became family, the unexpected job offer, the chance encounter that shifted your path. These things didn't come from a spreadsheet. They came from being open. When you let go of rigid expectations, you create room for serendipity, those magical intersections of timing, opportunity, and courage. Here's a practical example. Instead of rigidly planning your career ladder, try setting an intention instead. Like, I want to do meaningful work that challenges me. That intention leaves space for many different paths to reveal themselves, including ones you couldn't possibly predict right now. This openness doesn't make you unprepared, it makes you adaptive, and adaptability is often more powerful than any perfect plan. Let's address the elephant in the room, the fear of falling behind. We see curated timelines on social media, promotions, weddings, houses, vacations, milestones. It creates this false sense that everyone else is speeding ahead while you're stuck in place. But here's a liberating truth. There is no universal timeline. Success is not about ticking the boxes on someone else's checklist. It's about crafting a life that feels meaningful to you. Maybe your success is creative freedom. Maybe it's raising a family. Maybe it's traveling or learning endlessly, or living simply and joyfully. Progress isn't linear, and you're not behind. You're just on a different, beautifully unique path. The moment you release the pressure to match an imaginary timeline is the moment you reclaim your peace. So where do you start? You don't need to toss your entire planner out the window, just make space for the unknown. Try this. Say yes to something small and spontaneous this week. Loosen your grip on one must-achieve goal and see what new options appear. Journal about what lights you up right now, not what you think will impress your future self. Cultivate an open mindset by practicing presence, mindfulness, nature walks, tech-free evenings, trusting detours. Not every change is failure, some are redirections. Reminding yourself you are not behind because there is no race. Your life doesn't need a perfect map to be meaningful. Sometimes the most extraordinary journeys only begin once you stop trying to control the destination. So give yourself permission to explore, to wander, to unplan, because your future doesn't need to be perfectly planned. It just needs to be yours. There is beauty in the unwritten, there is power in the unknown, and there is freedom, profound life-giving freedom, in simply trusting that your life can unfold in ways you never imagined.